Hi, thank you for tuning in to Dyslexia Solutions. We have a podcast as well as a YouTube. I'm Dr. Marianne Cintron, founder of Step by Step Dyslexia Solutions. We're a nonprofit 501c charitable organization. And what I do on my podcast is I have interviews with adults who are dyslexic, adults who have dyslexic children, teachers who work with dyslexic children. Sometimes I just reflect on some of the students I work with. I assess for dyslexia. I provide intervention for dyslexia. So someone commented that I share a lot of great content and they see that I am the expert in dyslexia in this area. And they asked me to please carry on my enjoyable work. So you can contact us at our website, dyslexia-solutions.com. And please support us by subscribing to our podcast. What I want to share with you today is a high school student whose mom came to me to assess her son for dyslexia. The mom has overcome her dyslexia, but she really wants the right help for her son. Well, according to Ed Code in California and the nation, there has to be a discrepancy of 2 years between cognitive or intellect and academic performance in reading. And if that 2-year discrepancy isn't there, they're not going to qualify for eligibility for dyslexia. However, when you work with a student who cannot write and you see a student who cannot sound out nonsense words or words that are not real, those are symptoms of dyslexia. And more than that, there's something called dysgraphia. Now, there are 3 kinds of dysgraphia. I wanted to read that to you. There's dyslexic dysgraphia, where the writing is illegible, especially when the text is complex. Oral spelling is poor. Drawing and copying of written text is relatively normal. Finger tapping, which is the measures of fine motor speed, is normal. There's motor dysgraphia. It's where both simultaneously written and copied text is illegible. Oral spelling is normal. Drawing is usually problematic, and finger tapping is abnormal. And there's spatial dysgraphia. People display illegible writing, whether spontaneously produced or copied. Oral spelling is normal. Finger tapping speed is normal, but drawing is very problematic. So what's my recommendation for this high schooler who could read really large words at high school level? And he actually comprehended older than an 18-year-old. And this kid is a sophomore. Well, he still couldn't sound words out at the very basic level, which means most likely he's memorized words. And you're going to see this for middle school and high schoolers. They memorize words, which help them be successful, but they can't write it. So the interesting thing is when this student was doing an oral written test for me, he said the letter names as he wrote them, but what he said didn't match what he wrote. So he would say A or O, but he would write a different letter. And even though he would say every letter, he didn't write every letter. So this student needs intervention at the very basic level. So the program I've written is called Step by Step Reading. Everybody starts at the same level. My guess would be that a middle school and high schooler would advance more quickly if they're motivated, and if they would have 4 or 5 days of intervention a week instead of 2 or even 1 day a week. I don't really do 1 a week, but 2 a week. But everybody starts at the same level. So he needs to learn how to sound out and spell cat, cop, hop, dog. He needs to learn I before E before I. He needs to learn ruffle, buckle, the LE sounds. So what we teach with an Orton-Gillingham model are syllable types, and we talk about rabbit words and monster rabbit words and tiger words and camel words. There's different strategies we teach to let the kids wrap their heads around why these words are so different from each other. And we also teach why how different combinations of vowels will sound differently, like AU is ah, AW is ah. How do you pick which one is which? What about OA? Is OA says O? Really? It does? Yeah, like in boat and float. And what about OW? Says O. It does? OW says, oh yeah, look like snow. Think of snow. We have over 250 sounds for these phonemes, or these combination of vowel teams and letters we put together. So I want to help inform you. I want to help your children. So again, I'm going to close now. My name is Dr. Marianne Cintron with Step-by-Step Dyslexia Solutions. Thanks for tuning in. And if what I have shared has inspired you, please consider sponsoring our nonprofit at dyslexia-solutions.com and reach out to me. And I'm going to continue to have these videos and podcasts. Thanks and have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.